Good evening, and welcome to the epilogue of our Season 2 campaign, The Accursed Queen of the Iron Bridge. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. It's a bittersweet moment. I think just before the show, we started going live. We're talking about the memories, talking about the good times, the bad times, the times that were made this season fantastic. And I'm sure we'll be reliving some of these tonight, which is going to be great. And tonight we're going to send off the characters who will be returning in Season 3, plus perhaps some interviews that will bring up some surprises and some exciting sneak peeks before we go on hiatus. And so tonight we have the pleasure of playing with everyone.
Yay!
We've got Kelly playing Datari. We've got Tina playing Torga. We've got Cody playing Eerie. We've got Steve playing Drayman. We've got DV playing. Sorry. Just a second here. Something. Sorry. My window just mentioned me. We've got DV playing Grist. Sorry, my window just told me you're not supposed to be doing that. And we've got. Sorry,
Love it.
It's all right. It's starting. It's already great.
We got Spencer playing Gibble. Yeah. So sorry, my window just took over my my notes pad here. So that's wonderful. So tech problems even in the epilogue. Thank you very much. That's great. So tonight, let me just play some music here. I'll adjust the volume here. Let me play it down. Just get some mood music here. So of course, in the last episode, we left it with the Queen had just proclaimed to everyone after Liara was unveiled as the villain. She said that the wedding was going to take place tomorrow and that everyone was invited. And so as the citizens all leave the area, all aflutter with the sudden wedding news and that everyone's invited, first of all, they start to exit the exposition grounds and make their way back into the Castle Iron Bridge Keep, in the various places. And then you guys see, as you're standing on this dais, right, the wooden dais, the 7 battalions from all the other 7 kingdoms, they make their way off to their various tents and stuff. They're not huge, complements of soldiers, but they each have their own little areas. And then at that point, Queen Laramie turns around to you and she sort of looks around and makes sure it's a private conversation, but it's just you guys and a couple of dignitaries, whatever, but everyone's mostly cleared out. And she looks at you and starts speaking.
Might I be able to speak with you for a few moments before I head off for the wedding preparations? Might I be able to speak with you? I know what Liara Bristwin had promised you in return for you joining the fellowship. I will honor that agreement. It's about the only good thing that she did in this entire quest. But please tell me, is there anything else I could provide you as my personal thanks?
So she's looking at all of you right now, and she's sort of making eye contact with all of you. And what she's asking for here is there a weapon? Is there something in your compliments that you would love to have enhanced, to have something added to it, magically imbued, that she's going to personally do as her personal thanks, like she said, as a gift, above and beyond everything you guys already have. Now, this is nothing you have to answer right now. This is going to be a setup for Season 3. Yeah.
Wow.
So you guys will have the next few months to figure that out. And what I'm going to tell you now, that it's not going to be like a +1. It's going to be, maybe +2 or +3 or +2 with a really specialized extra attack or something additional. So let me know what you guys would like by each character, and then I'll figure that part out. And this will be a personal gift that you'll receive by Season 3.
Erie's going to nudge Gibble.
Thank you.
Erie's going to nudge Gibble and go, she's talking about your dingus. You're going to get a +2, buddy.
We don't need Gibble to have a special dingus.
That's double.
Fine.
It's a double dingus.
Double dingus.
Oh my God.
So, Charles, can it be a homebrew item?
Oh,
Yes. So we'll have to. Yeah. So just let your mind float and what you'd like to have, and we'll
Out
we'll
of
sort
the gutter.
make it
Float out of the gutter.
right. Yes, please, and into combat, into slaying monsters. Let's say.
We're still on the
yeah.
same thing talking about.
I mean, he could still use that against monsters, just not the way.
if you have a huge hammer, you can use it against monsters.
Oh my
These
god.
monsters are running from us now because of what we just enhanced.
Gibble just goes,
Everybody.
You already said
That's not the only thing that grows 10
chamber
feet.
pot. I'm already keeping a chamber pot. Are you kidding me? That came in handy.
We've got a chamber pot and a goblin with a giant dingling.
What's
Oh,
that
as-
gonna look like when he rages?
Oh my God.
So as Queen Laramie is vomiting in front of you, as she's listening to you all talk about this, she continues talking.
Will you accept to be a member of the newly formed Protectorate of the Octagon Alliance?
Oh,
This will grant special position throughout the 8 kingdoms. Your influence as a founding member would be greatly appreciated. The mission of the Protectorate is to guide the 8 kingdoms in times of need. But if ever a threat arose to one of the kingdoms in the future, a threat where your skills and those of the Fellowship would be needed, on a volunteer basis, of course.
So she asks if you guys want to join the Protectorate. You guys are the inaugural class of the Protectorate of the 8 Kingdoms, and because of your skills and what you guys have done with Layara and uncovering and the massive mission you guys went on, she would like to induct you guys into that Protectorate. And then with that, she looks over to this guy, this old guy, and he bows to her. He's got like this big furry hair. He's got gray hair. He's balding. Okay, he looks like me. So shut up. Anyway, he's got like this big sort of bearskin, cape on and stuff like that. And he bows to her. He's got a whole bunch of chains and everything. And then so Queen Laramie with Prince Raymond, they sort of exit the dais, and so this guy and she, some of the guards also follow her. Axor follows her as well, and she sort of retreats into the keep. And so at this point, this guy turns to you and he looks at you and he sort of looks all at you down up. He goes, "So, the Protectorate. That's a shiny new title, isn't it? Wonderful. The realm can always use more heroes. So what say you as your response to being the inaugural group of protectorates? Yay or nay? Is this something that you would like to have the honor bestowed upon you?"
Erie's going to walk up next to him and just start petting the bearskin and looking at him.
Well, I expected nothing less from the short ones, but no need. We don't have to talk about this now. We just need to get you clean. I've been instructed with providing you with all private quarters with a personal attendant for the evening, so that you can clean up, wash everything.
You sure you
Over.
want a private attendant watching everything?
And under, around.
Man, I've had a bunch of dirt in me ass cheeks for weeks. I'll be glad to get rid of this.
Please, dear God, let them get
I
cleaned
would
up.
be
No!
glad. I would be glad for her to be rid of that as well.
This personal attendant of mine is going to quit when they're done with me. I'm just going to tell you now.
I'm quite certain that would happen. Thankfully, we have more of them after you have dispatched that one. So
I have a
let's see
question,
here.
though. Are we supposed to tip when we're done?
Just a tip. like
Datari
5
is
points.
so disgusted right now. Don't let the laughing. fool you.
Everything that you will have is from the queen as her personal payment. Nothing is meant to be paid for you. This is in honor of what you have done. You are great heroes, smelly, dirty heroes, but heroes nonetheless. So please let me get through this scroll so we can move on to the cleansing part. So he pulls out the scroll and he's like unfurling the scroll and he starts like sort of taking census and he's like,
Your magical penis is clean, sir.
This is hard.
and he says,
Must
he
be
goes,
cheap, Dad.
seems we're short one member of your party?
No, I'm just short in general.
Well, that I know, but someone much taller than you. A half orc? Do I?
Ugly.
Dewey.
Ugly, Rob.
Dewey, I'm sorry. The Dewey, yes.
Dewey.
My apologies. One less basin to wash. And he looks over you guys. One less basin to melt down and turn into a sword. We're not going to wash these things. So please follow me to the apartments, the royal apartments for your apartments, please. And so he's older, so he's sort of meandering his way down the steps and stuff. And you guys don't walk far. If you remember from episode 1, the Holy Stone Church, where Elazir was sort of stationed with the people who were retreating from the Wyvern, that church is like right on the corner. Right near the grounds, and then the royal apartments are right sort of next to it. So he walks you over there, and you walk in there, and you see the first floor is just phenomenal. It's like the royal palace, and you see actually Prince Raymond and his attendants are walking up to the right hand side of the staircase. So this is where he's staying when he's not married, the queen, and he takes you up the left hand side, and each of you are introduced to your own door. You have your own apartment, and open the door, and you walk in, and there's like plainly, it's an attendant, male, female, whatever it is. They have like towels and stuff just standing at the ready. There's a sort of like those pedestal style tubs with like steaming hot water. You've got a beautiful bed. You got a nice window. You got a study. You got the whole bit like high end stuff, and there's
Datari
food.
loves high end stuff.
Perfect, because there's like food, there's wine, there's mead, there's like basically a buffet sitting on the table, and also on your bed, the first thing you see is a small chest and 2 maps. And before we get to the chest, let me just share what the 2 maps are. And
Erie looks at his attendant. I'm so sorry about this. This was not my idea. I did not come up with this plan.
Torg is like, is there a step stool to help me up in this bed? Because I don't think I can hop up in. I mean,
So this is the map and layout of the entire Castle Iron Bridge.
Nice.
We're going to take a quick look at this. We're not going to spend too much time with it, but we see here, as by the legend over here, all these sort of black things. This is actually the place where you guys are sitting right now. This is where the royal apartments are. The protectorate residences, which you guys have been granted permanent condos, essentially, is right here. So you're all going to have a permanent residence here. Some of the places we've mentioned in the past, the 4 Points Inn right here, which is the highest end inn with obviously great protection and no scum and villainy. Then we go down to Rock Falls right over here, which is sort of the mid range. There's music in there, and I think that's where Datari spent some time before we head out. And then we've got the Rested Owl down on the low end scale. We got a negative $sign over here, right near the southern slums. Go figure. And like we just mentioned, the Holy Stone Church is right there. So, anyways, this will be added to as the adventure begins in season 3. So you guys can hold on to that. I will share this map with everybody, and you guys will all have a chance to take a look at that, and you can even strategize on defenses and stuff. And the second map that you guys see is the following. And let me share that one. Stop screen. And let me share this. And here we see the entire 8 Kingdom Alliance. Now you'll see there's also lands that aren't part of the Alliance. Here's Gravenhunt Kingdom, where we are right here. Actually, right here is where we are right now at the Castle Iron Bridge. Tar Island is somewhere down here. So we've got lots of things to explore. So these are the 2 things that you guys see on your beds, along with the chest. And as I'm sure that you all are very interested in seeing that, the chest itself contains 600 gold pieces for each of you for the retrieval of the wyverns here. So at this point, the wedding is tomorrow, and in an effort to close out the story, we're not going to have a town adventure tonight. We're just going to sort of do a DM fast forward, but I would like to have a 1 or 2 sentence summary of what you're going to do, and we'll just go around the room in the order of as we see here, what you're going to do with the next 12 hours or so. The attendants have instructed you that they're going to wash all your clothes, shine your armor. They're going to basically detail every inch of what you are wearing to make it as it was brand new from the day you bought it, aside from your wretched, stenching bodies. So we'll start with Datari. What do you plan to do in the next 12 hours?
Okay. I'm loving being clean. I'm loving a bed. Datari is a little bit more upscale-ish. I think she's going to ask if she could borrow a spare outfit while her original outfit is being laundered, and she's going to go find a tavern with some live music.
Sure, you can do that. You can get just basic top and bottoms, whatever you want, just sort of very standard stuff that's not flashy but takes care of the deal.
Only she's going to be a little bit more confident because episode 1 she was trying to blend in with everybody to listen to the live music, and now this gang gave her some confidence about being a horned one. So yeah, very good, sounds good. And before you leave, your attendant says, "Milady, please be aware that while you may return later than anticipated, I will be here for your services. But in the morrow, we will be waking you at 8 a.m. prompt to prepare for the wedding at 10. That sounds wonderful. Can you bring me in coffee?
Certainly, there'll be coffee, fresh coffee on the table, and fresh fruits for breakfast. Please help yourself to anything you'd like."
You're a dream. Thank you.
And she just averts her eyes because you're a god. So Torga, something very similar happens to you. Your attendant offers all the information about woken up in the morning. Your armor, your clothing, your shield, your swords will be sharpened. Your bows will be oiled. Everything. It's going to be as if it was brand new. And what would you like to do for the next 12 or so hours that you have?
Well, first, I'm going to enjoy this bath because I've been wanting a hot bath all these weeks. And then I'm going to take advantage of that food. And then the alcohol. And then I'm probably going to find Erie and find out what kind of shit he's going to get into tonight after they scrub him for the next few hours.
That may take 12 hours. We're not quite sure.
It might.
And I'm quite surprised that the alcohol started at the end of that list, not at the front of it. But that's fine.
Well, it's not really good to drink when you're in a hot bath. It just it goes right through your head. It's not good.
All right.
Hashtag shower beers.
Yeah, what? No.
I like shower beers.
Shower beers are a good idea. They are, but But I don't think nothing special. I'm very simple. Oh, I would like to make sure there's some good conditioner for my hair. It's all knotted.
You have never seen an arrangement of oils, soaps, cleansers, scrubs for your hair.
Cool.
It is like you've never had before. So that is
Orga's gonna be looking hot.
What about
And-
Grog? Are you gonna go see Grog?
Well, that's Mater. He's fine. I just want to. I will tell the attendant. Can you make sure that Grog is fine in the stable? That he's been getting extra grain.
Yes. He's sort of looking around. So he writes down the name on a piece of on a scroll. Grog,
I left
Sultan
me
on Grog.
donkey here when I went to save your kingdom. So me hoping that the donkey is still good.
I'm sure the donkey's fine, milady.
Thank you.
So
That's all he
as you enter the bath, he hightails it. So he's on a mission. All right, Erie, what are you up to in your 12 hours cleansing?
So Erie's gonna, as soon as he gets done looking at the chest, he's going to slam a mug of mead, go over to the hot tub, and do a cannonball into it. And then get out and be like, "That was enough."
You're all clean. You're good to go.
Clean. As good as it's gonna get.
This is a hell of a cannonball.
They're gonna have to throw those towels away after they're done wiping them off.
And then as he's climbing out of it, he's gonna slip and fall back in.
They're going to need to throw the tub away after that.
So you're like a gobstopper. You've got about 8 layers of dirt. So you've taken maybe 1, maybe 2 layers out. So are you gonna soak, or are you just gonna dip in and dip out?
He'll get them all off. He'll get clean, and then he'll climb out and be like, "Make sure I get my axe back, damn it!" And then just stroll out of the room, butt ass freaking naked, and go walking down the hall. He's gonna start looking for the tavern that Jatari's headed for.
Naked.
Naked?
Completely naked. Nobody's stopped him yet. He's just walking. What are they gonna do? He can't tell if they're looking at him in awe or just shock. He doesn't really care one way or the other either.
They all think he's wearing bearskin.
Bear.
I mean, he is a bear totem, so it makes sense.
Well, they're right. It is bearskin.
He's in a mood. He's going to go look for a fight at a tavern.
Okay.
Bar fight. Bar fight.
So, fuck. So
As throw it out.
the rest of you who are doing your various things, all you hear is this stumping, and then a male who. So you run into the attendant that just left Torga's apartment, and he runs away from you, and down the stairs from the right-hand side. And as you come down to the stairs, there are 2 guards, just like sentries, and they look at each other, look at you, and the captain said, "Follow him. We'll follow them." So they follow you out the door.
Hey.
And Tatari, you also have another set of guards following you as you explore the area. Okay. Draymond, what's up with you? Yeah.
Well, I tell the attendant that thank you for your time, but I'm just going to take my money and bolt. Thank you for your time.
Bolt where?
I'm going to leave.
Okay. Where do you go?
I'm going.
So you can go down the stairs. Yeah, you can go down the stairs.
I'm making my way outside the city.
Oh.
Okay, so you come down, and as you come down the stairs, you see, gloriously, you see Erie's full moon, and he's walking out the door, and there's no one else sort of standing there. So you've got a moment to just sort of abscond if you want. You can just sort of make it out the front doors and take off.
That's the plan.
Okay. So you go out the doors. It's late afternoon, and you see further up the sort of the grounds. You see Datari walking off into the city. She's got a couple of guards with her as she's walking there, and then you see Eerie sort of waddling behind her, trying to catch up. And the guards taking slower steps because they'd be leaving him behind. But you can tell that these guards are securing the protectorate, as it were. And you see the guards that are protecting or assisting and attending to Eerie. He sort of motions to some other guards who are sort of milling about and sort of pointing them back towards you. Not at you, but you have a moment to sort of take the shadows and just sort of back out and sort of.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
All right, so why don't you roll a 20 for that one?
Okay. For stealth.
Mm-hmm. You got some long shadows, so you've got an advantage.
Oh damn!
18.
So you are effectively, you just sort of sneak out the front. You didn't actually touch the door. The doors were like closing behind them. You just like so, and you back out the side, and you're just sort of standing in the shadows, and you see the two guards replacing now the third set of guards at the base of the staircase. All right, we're going to go to Grist. What are you up to?
I am going to take my time getting cleaned and refreshed. Definitely partaking of the alcohol and a little of the food. Only because I'm curious as to knowing now my bloodline was mixed, and where I stand as far as I feel I am loyal to my friends, but what is this blood in me? Is it something that I'm going to be doomed to turn into? And I'm wrestling with that.
Dang. All right. Woo. Yeah. There's mead, there's wine, and there's like the strong fire water from Balgar Mine. So
the fire water's gone already.
Oh.
Instead of wrestling.
Eerie's not going to be the only naked man down the hallway tonight.
No,
he stares out into the window and sees a naked dwarf walk by, and it brings a smile to his face.
No
man.
Ex-Laxian bourbon.
Talaxian, okay? Talaxian.
You don't touch the Ex-Laxian.
I don't want the Ex-Laxian stuff. Oh, no.
Oh.
Terrible.
All right. Gibble, what are you up to?
Gibble is going to have his feast while in the bath.
Yes.
Nice. All right. So they have
After
a perfect size.
Through the coins.
Well, no, they actually have a booster seat for the basin, so he's fine.
They got him a little kiddie tray and everything to stretch across.
Well,
He's just nibbling his little snack.
It's not a wash basin, it's a bucket. Let's be real. So anyway, so you're sitting in there perfectly, and they've got this little tray that your attendant just keeps bringing you whatever you want, drink, food, whatever. You're just like lapping in luxury.
I want to say Gibble's also in there like that beginning of Witcher, if you know why he's like in the bathtub with his feet
yes!
sticking out and all that.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay, so you're definitely in a pot then. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Exactly.
I can see Gibble taking naps on top of his coins. Seeing my shinies.
Oh man. All right. So, like I said, we're not going to dwell too much on the town adventure. We're just going to fast forward to the wedding day. I'll quickly run through each of you. Datari, you came back not too late, well rested, but also invigorated by the wonderful music that you happen to enjoy. Even though Eerie did show up buck naked, he was the star of the tavern. He is even more legendary at this point, much to your distaste. But you are woken up, and you see everything, your armor, your weapons, everything are laid out on the wall and on draped on one of the long chaises there, ready for you to get into for the wedding day.
Nice.
Torga, same thing for you. You had your great evening, and everything is there waiting for you in the morning. Erie, your attendant brought on several other attendants. They successfully pumped your stomach, got rid of the stuff that you ate, that you ingested. Several of the frogs did exist and lived. They did free them. However, you do have a serious hangover, and you have a disadvantage on any rolls that you'll be doing till the end of the story. But despite that, you are relatively clean. You have all your limbs. Your clothes are clean. Your weapons are shined and finely tuned. And actually, you're quite impressed. You've never seen your weapons in such great shape that you haven't done. So you take a moment to pause and see that. Wow, that was pretty good. Well, Draymond, we'll just skip you because you're not around anyways. Grist,
He's gone.
you've had a great sleep. You definitely have a lot to ponder over the next while, but you also have everything is ready for you and ready to attend the wedding. And same thing for you, Gibble. You are satisfied and wondering how long you could live in this luxury. You know, having an attendant is fantastic. So you also have your weapons and your clothing, everything ready to wear for the wedding. And so all of you basically get a rap at the same time on your doors, and your attendants announce to you that it is time to attend the ceremony.
Yeah, God, you people need to shut the fuck up.
Someone has a hangover. Mm.
No,
So you guys all come out of your door. So you guys all come out of your doors, and you look down the hallway and various states of consciousness, semi-consciousness, and hangover. And you've got the guards in front of you who are leading you towards down the stairs. But all of you realize that Draymond is nowhere to be seen.
What the fuck?
Where
If he
is that
doesn't have to go,
drow?
he have to.
No, get your arse over here. You're going.
Are all the guards?
Oh, and by the way, you look very clean. I didn't realize your skin was that light. Oh,
I must have been drinking.
look at you, just as fresh as our page.
Oh, that's different.
I think that's the nicest thing you ever said to Erie, Torga.
I know. He better mark it down because it'll probably all go downhill.
Better. That was kind of weird.
He likes it
So,
much
yeah,
better
so you
when
guys-
I'm smacking him.
So Draymond's not there. The attendant who was assigned to Draymond isn't there either. So you guys have no idea where he is.
He probably
And
killed him.
Good thought. So the guards implore you to make your way to the Church of the Holy Stone.
Oh, this
And
isn't
you
going to
guys
end
get
well.
Yes, it is, because I'm fast forwarding. So the ceremony is wonderful. None of you can interrupt it. There's no roles, no dialogue. And
Nobody made a speak.
a glorious ceremony. And as everyone
Beauty
files
big
out of the
part.
church,
Kiss her.
sorry, I got DM rules here.
Do you?
All right, you're married.
Marriage.
What brings us
We're gonna do the
together today.
short version.
Listen, I'm gonna marry someone. All right, it's gonna be you and you. All righty, go. So you guys experience the ceremony. It's wonderful. It's grandiose. There's scepters. There's hats. There's a whole thing, and it's wonderful.
Beautiful.
And as everyone files out of the church for the reception, you guys walk into this just glorious afternoon of a day, and there you meet again Sir Averbor, who is the Grand Maester, and he looks at you and says, "Well, you lot have certainly cleaned up well. Good thing too, you stank. But the Queen has instructed me to seat you at the head table.
Oh, this should
She
go
is
well.
she is forgiving her position on her day of marriage for the honor and the deed that you have done for this kingdom. This is an extreme honor, to be sure. And you can tell his little, side hand comments are definitely not here. Like, you guys are basically the guests of honor at this wedding.
Wow.
Erie's
So,
gonna walk up to him, pet his robe again.
Oh my God, I had that washed last night. Stop touching me, you vile small thing.
Hey, don't speak to him like that.
I'm sorry. That's very true. Your hair does look pretty.
If it wasn't for him, you'd have an arrow in your arse. So just behave.
I didn't take it out.
And he smells actually pretty good right now.
Yeah, this is clean.
He does. This is clean, yeah.
This is memorable.
Let's just say it's not scratch and sniff. Snow. So he leads you guys down to the gathering area, and as you guys are walking, you notice that the queen and the king are standing. The 7 representatives from the other kingdoms are standing. Every citizen is standing as you guys enter the grounds, because this is their honor to you for what you guys have done for the kingdom. And as you guys are seated, they sit. And this is what you guys have done for them. And once you guys sit, and they sit. And then Sir Averbor is like, lost another, have you? It's not a great day at all. Okay, well, enjoy your meal. I'll talk to you after. So he sort of leaves, and you guys are all fated. You guys got wine, you guys got meat, you guys got all the stuff, and everyone's eating. And as the meal ends, the wooden dais that is behind you guys is cleared off from the table, and the king and queen ask you to, and they arrange you guys just sort of standing in, shoulder to shoulder, and they face the entire city and say, give me a second. There you go.
Today is the start of a new age of Gravenhunt Kingdom, a new past and bright future of peace.
Oops. Peace. Okay. So she says that, and of course everyone just like cheers and shouts and claps, and obviously this is a tribute to you guys. And then she's handed this little wooden box, and she opens it, and she takes out this chain, this golden chain, and at the end of it there's like this sort of shard hung to the chain. And she says,
with these shards of the wyvern's tear, held high on any night of a full moon, the protectorate will be transported from wherever they are back into the hold of the wyvern's rest.
Oh.
So no matter where you guys go, no matter where you are in this kingdom, this the shard of the wyvern's tear held aloft on the night of a full moon, you will all be reunited in the wyvern's hold. So you guys can go wherever you want, and we can always come back here at a moment's notice.
It's
And
not
so-
what happens when Erie shards.
Shard, not shar, D, not T.
I don't know what happened.
Similar,
I started.
but different.
Here I am, just covered in poo. Can go anywhere.
So, with that said, like the crowd, like woo, and like is like in awe of this shard, and she turns around and she turns to you, Grist, and she puts the necklace around you, and then she smiles, and then she does that all to the rest of you. And Datari, she says, well, she puts the shard around your neck, and then she pauses and she looks at you and she says,
You know who the second one is for.
and she places in your hand a second shard.
I will
And
make
she looks
sure
at you.
to get it to him.
She looks at you and she motions to behind you. And you look back and standing behind you is Dewey.
Dewey came back!
Hello, Dewey!
You're
And he
just as
says-
ugly as you were before.
And he says, I thought I'd save you the trip.
Oh. I was
And-
trying to find you and give you your poem. But I just...
So he opens his hands
He's so sweet.
and he puts the poem back in his back pocket and opens his hands again.
Jatari's like weird because she's not like a hugger type, but like she like forces herself into the most awkward hug ever.
Yeah.
So as Datari gives Dewey a Sheldon hug, the sun sets on a wonderful day, and we end the first entry in the tome of the Tales from Shideria. That's it. We are done. Epilogue is done.
Tales of Shideria.
Yeah, the tome of the Tales of Shideria.
That sounds so mysterious.
Nice.
I love it.
I can't
so-
wait.
Shideria is the name of the entire kingdom that I showed you before.
Nice.
So that's the sort of the continent that we're on. We saw the 8 kingdoms that are comprised of the Octagon Alliance. There's other lands in there we're not quite too sure about, but we got plenty of seasons ahead of us to explore those. So yes,
Oh, I can't
Awesome.
wait. I can't wait.
and there we go.
All
Thank
right.
And I hand it over to. You're welcome. That was fantastic. That was a blast.
Thank you.
That was
so much
awesome.
fun, Charles.
Oh,
Thank
Dewey
you.
came back.
I know. Oh.
He's
He
so
took
What a
his
hard
cuddle.
eyes. What a hard eyes. Woo.
Charles, I think we all agree that thank you for writing this brilliant story for us to play in every
Yes.
single Friday to
So much
get
fun.
away for a little while.
Mhm.
I mean, the pictures that you presented us with, plus like all the descriptions like in my head, and it was just a fucking blast.
It was. And thank you for letting us fuck around. we probably could have just, we did like, but I think just let us be us, you know, and hurt us when, you know, you're like, okay, you know,
Yeah.
but it lent itself to the story well.
Well, you guys brought it to life. It's literally, you know, D&D is theater of the mind, and you each paint a picture. Some of the maps, the pictures, the drawings, whatever, those just sort of enhance
I
it.
loved all that.
But you guys bring it to life. So it's definitely a partnership. So I'm honored that you guys want to continue in this realm and this world. So looking forward to season 3. But literally, this doesn't happen without all of you and your creativity, your personalities. You know, Aaron, who isn't here tonight, couldn't be here tonight. Everyone who played this season brought something.
Yes.
Brad brought something to this story.
Even Brad.
And yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. One episode,
Yeah.
and he had a huge
Yeah.
influence. So
Yeah.
it really is sort of a group thing. The story is only as good as the player. So we're all in this together. So it was fantastic.
Awesome.
And I would like to take this opportunity now to talk to all of you guys about the season, your characters, how you feel that your characters have evolved. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And I kind of made some reels of all of you guys. So we're going to have a little bit of fun now for the
Loved
next
it.
hour or so.
Okay.
Do you want me to put you all back in the green room?
I think that
Yes,
works best.
that would be
All
good.
right.
And then bring us back when it's our time.
Bye
All
now.
right.
See you later.
Bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right, Steve, you're up first. Okay. I'm going to actually start with your highlight reel.
My character is Draymond Cantu. He is a dark elf rogue. He was raised by a human assassin who was very recently imprisoned due to a job they were on that went All right. I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity and see if I can get some coin.
All right. So how are you going to take advantage of it? You got people now sort of rushing past you up the cobblestone streets out of the festival area to the snaking area of the upper part of the city.
Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of like walk through the crowds and try to palm what I can. Nobody is paying attention to us in our conversation. As sneaky as I can, I'm going to pull out my dagger and slice his throat.
Hey, man, we just need you out of the shadows for like 10 seconds, buddy.
He assassinates all of you.
He's about to kill all our fucking asses.
Come to the light, Carol Ann.
And we send Bobbin in his pot.
Come to Charlie. It's come to Candyland, Charlie. Yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway,
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Damn it.
Candy Mountain or Carl. Yeah, here we go. Anyway.
No, llama.
Carl. I'm sorry. Here we go. Love you.
Some llamas and hats, you know.
Yeah, I'm not a llama.
So you're the last one, Draymond. What are you up to?
We can see you.
Here. I know how to make this easy. Okay. Gibble's gonna reach into his pouch, take a gold piece, and toss it to the empty spot.
Nice.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Nice.
The fuck? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna,
Way to go,
I'm gonna
Gibble.
look at everybody, and then I'm going to go for the gold.
Draymond Cantu was just that character that nobody could trust.
Draymond was not a hero.
He was not a hero, and you carried it throughout the story. Like, you did not change at
He did
all.
not want to step in that light. He was like, mm-mm.
He did not evolve whatsoever.
No.
Did you like playing him? I think we had a couple of private conversations about this.
Overall, not really.
Yeah.
I've been playing D&D for a while. I mean, I've been a GM for a while. I was actually a paid GM for a while.
Right.
But I never got into playing a rogue, and after playing Draymond, I understand why. I'm not.
Yeah.
It's not in my. I don't know. That's not in my wheelhouse.
Right.
But it was fun just being this guy that just goes around and looting, and
he was just like always an asshole.
pretty much, yeah. He did not like. He would go. He would do the. I mean, he'd do the mission.
Yeah.
You know, toward the end, you know, he did like not necessarily sacrifice himself, but
Right.
he did like that last episode. He did kind of step up.
Yes, he
In some
did.
ways,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But as you will learn further, it was mostly just a means to an end.
Definitely. So I'm thinking that we will not be seeing Draymond in season 3 then.
Well, and this is why.
Yeah.
I prepared a statement.
Oh, let's hear it.
So prior to the wedding, as you folks saw, he left. He did not take part in the wedding. He was on his way out of town, and he was reunited with his mentor, whose name is Hagmar Jinlar. Hagmar recently escaped from prison. As you heard earlier, he was in prison because of a job that went awry, and it was due to the actions of somebody that Draymond met in a bar and dispatched with him. So Hagmar reveals during their conversation when they reunite that it was him, Hagmar rather. It was he that disposed of the young man that witnessed this murder.
Oh.
And did this because he did not want Draymond to be in prison like he was.
Right. Right.
So
Wow.
during the conversation and they're waltzing around the city, they discovered through various conversations that basically the entire town was going to be attending this wedding.
Right.
Leaving it quite wide open.
Right.
So they planned a heist, the likes of which have not been seen in Gravenhunt in decades.
Oh my gosh.
So during the wedding, during the proceeding of the wedding,
No.
Draymond and Hagmar executed their perfectly planned caper and left the Empire going on their own adventures, never to be seen in Gravenhunt again.
Oh my gosh. What a great, perfect ending for Draymond. Can't believe he did that.
You can't?
Well, I can, but oh my gosh. So Steve,
It is so Draymond. Yeah.
So Steve, are you still, do you have another character in mind that might join us for season 3?
Yes, the new season. Metal Snowman wants to know how much coin he made off with.
That's Cody.
Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Remember, the entire town was at this wedding. So during the few hours that they were doing the wedding festivities, they ran off with quite a bit.
What assholes!
Possibly enough to retire. So when the new season begins, no, he didn't mess with your donkey. He actually did not steal anything from anybody in the party.
Right.
Because as much as he is an asshole, he does respect his party members.
Well, that's a little bit nice of him, I guess.
But yeah, next season, through thinking it over and talking with Charles about some ideas, I am going to be playing Draymond's polar opposite.
Oh,
I will be playing a high elf paladin.
Ah, that's cool. Does he?
Who is lawful good?
Lawful good.
Yes.
Holy crap! That is your polar opposite.
I know. Yes.
Does he have a name?
Not
or not yet?
I
Okay.
I haven't thought it up yet.
I'll definitely follow up with you before season.
I'm not even
starts.
done building him. Actually, I've just got the.
It's gonna be great.
The bones. Yeah. But yes, very, very different from Draymond. And sorry, Spencer, you didn't get to see him dance at the wedding.
Yes.
But he danced off with the town's money.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and then Torg is still gonna give him shit for being an elf.
I don't know how she's going to give him shit. She's not going to see him again. You're right, Spencer. He is going to be very out of place with the 3 barbarians.
Well, I want to before we move on, give you an opportunity, since a lot of us in the Red 5 Tavern are content creators by ourselves. So I want to give you the opportunity to plug your own podcasts.
Oh, so my main podcast is Rebel Rock Radio. And tagline for that is sweet jams and conversations about a galaxy far, far away and beyond. So we mostly talk about Star Wars, but we do branch off from time to time. And then I also play music on the podcast to help folks discover bands that they may have never heard of before. So I'm going to assume that you're going to show the link maybe, but the link, just go to bio.link/Rebel Rock Radio, and that'll take you pretty much anywhere that you need to go. Squirrel. Yes, and the show now has a drinking game where every time I get the show off track, everybody in the chat room and JD has to take a drink.
So they're all drunk within the first hour then?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, Steve, thank you for coming on and sharing all that. And I can't wait to play with you in season 3.
Thanks. It's gonna be very interesting.
Oh, absolutely. All right, we'll put you back in the green room if you want to stick around until the end. And if you can't, we understand. But I'm going to put you in the back. And it is time for Dragon Buddy.
Hello, LG.
Hello, GP. You played a character that my character could never figure out. And me as a person, I couldn't figure that out either. This half-elf who cut off his ears, who was this witty, weird, wacky guy with words. Let me show your highlight reel.
I am Gris Dublaze, half-elven ranger. I am more, I would say, human than elf as far as customs go, having never known my mother. Well, Betty's big bunny bobbling by a blueberry bush. Let's get this thing on the road. I look at Axor and just nod and say, "You have my bow." No, seriously, you have my bow. So we build a giant badger. I don't feel so well. Well, we wonder where wyverns went while we wander, and wonder which way.
I've got Texlaxian bourbon.
What?
Texlaxian
You know what?
bourbon?
Let's
I
just
think I'd rather stay away from the
Hearing that from
Texlaxian.
the horses, I roll in and say, I could use a refill, the Texlaxian, and give him the fire water. Make it quick.
You know, put his drink on my tab. I kind of like
that bourbon's gonna make you shit your pants on the horse, man.
It's free bourbon.
You better hope that you're not riding behind us then.
That's Torca's problem.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Sorry.
You heal me, I'll heal you. I got some cure hands.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Nice.
Lay your hands
Let's
on me.
see.
Lay
your hands. Lay your hands.
Shot do it. We had some fun.
That was fun.
Yes.
No, your character was like so quirky, but so optimistically in your face, like, hi.
Well, I kind of see him as he's self-taught. He's educated, and he's educated himself, well read, but keeps to himself. He has felt the shame of being an elf in human lands and vice versa, as well as, you know, how some people feel towards different races. So he's kind of keeps himself in the shadows of the unknown as far as what he is, because it shouldn't matter.
Is that why he snipped his pointy ears off?
Yes.
To make himself look like a human?
Well, to make him not pop out with some pokey ears. That's first impressions are everything. So if we can keep race out of it, that would be better. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Definitely.
Now, how do you think your character has evolved? Like, how has he changed since day one?
Well, we're coming into the finale with finding out that uh my sister is my half sister. Um
Mhm.
Basically I found the lineage that I never knew. And she's evil. And so I think I'm gonna be wrestling with that for a bit. That I feel like I'm gonna have to prove my loyalty to my friends, my new friends. And I also would like to look into um, that side of my family that I didn't know. So that's where I kind of see me going forward as a character. Um,
I
and
was just going
starting
to
off
ask
as an
that.
outsider to now having some friends, all of them stinky in their own little ways.
Tatari
And
wasn't stinky.
I don't know, she smelled like coffee.
Well, coffee's not stinky.
I
She
know,
jumped into every river that she could find.
but that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I like hanging out with the dwarves. They're fun, even though they have lots of bad things to say about elves, which is kind of
It's
funny.
true. It's true. But I think even the dwarfs may have evolved. I will ask them, but
I
I think
think
maybe
they
even
did.
the dwarves have warmed up to you because you proved yourself to them.
Cool. Well, that's what I hope.
Yeah.
And going forward, I really want to work on who I am and stay and not change from where I began. I was the person that would help those in need. Who, if you needed something, I could make it for you.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically, be a good friend,
Yeah.
not be a dick.
What was your favorite thing about playing
Honestly,
Accursed?
it's just the real world is
Mm-hmm.
hard enough. So it's fun to escape on Fridays with a bunch of friends online, using imagination, goofing around.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. You need those good laughs. Plus, it's fun to pretend you're somewhere else for a bit.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yep, and that and the hunter's mark, that makes it all worth it. And then my lightning drake, which is basically hunter's mark for everybody else if they're using a
Yes.
weapon.
I
So
couldn't fit I told all you guys privately in our Discord. We have a Discord for, ourselves. If I were to put in every single clip that I wanted to put in, each of you guys would have been well over an hour.
oh yeah,
And one of the things I had to sacrifice was Bob the Drake, and we all love Bob the Drake because he's like our luck dragon.
right.
So yeah, we love Bob the Drake. But yeah, so before I move on to the next person, which
Yeah.
I believe is going to be Brad's highlight.
Nice.
And I'll get into that in a minute. You are also a content creator for 2 other podcasts. Would you like to give them a shout out?
Sure, absolutely. We go by days of the week. We started a Tuesday. So first and foremost, ATSW, the Escape Pod, on Wednesday nights, 7:05, live at 7:05. Wednesdays, we're just a trio of goofballs that like to talk about things we like. We're usually all over the place, but we always come back to Star Wars. It's always about Star Wars. There's something in there. We are Bucket Bros. Um, so that's our thing. This week we're talking movie theory with that bit. So good stuff.
Good
And
stuff.
we just started my other podcast, is Great Reviews with Alan. I have a name. It's not just Dragon Buddy with DP. It's also Chris. And Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursdays is our Thursday night frights, where we have a live chat included, talk about a movie. And Tuesdays is a new segment we've been trying to do. It's really just Alan and I talking about horror in general. It's not going to be held to just movies. We've been talking about doing a lot of things, maybe like the hosts of horror shows on TV or cosplay, or all things to do with horror, and a laid back conversation. Maybe we can get some guests on and talk about things they like to. So those are our Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you can catch us on. If you look on YouTube at ATSW The Escape Pod, you'll find me. You look on YouTube at Thursday Night Frights. That'll bring you to our Grave Reviews channel, which is Grave Reviews Presents, and all of our content.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you, DB.
Thanks, LG. I'll see you whenever.
I'll see you. For anybody who doesn't know, DB is my husband. So, yeah. I'll see you across the hall later.
Okay, bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Next, we were going to bring on Brad. Now, Brad was only able to play one episode because adulting is hard. And he had things that he had to do. But I did make him a highlight reel. We were going to bring him on tonight. Unfortunately, he's sick as a dog. Everybody in the chat, you saw him under the Red 5 Tavern earlier in the comments. And that was him saying that he needed to go chug some cough medicine. So, Brad, if you're watching this later on, here's you.
Kelsier, he is a human fighter cleric. He was raised sort of to be a soldier, and we'll get into the history as time goes on, but really went kind of swords to plowshares, and would realize because of some things that happened out there on the battlefield that he would rather save lives instead of taking them. Seeing the ballista and seeing the reinforcements coming from the castle, breathe a sigh of relief there. Rearrange my priorities back to helping people. I'd like to run towards where the victims of the wyvern. There's 4 of them. I want to run in their direction and sort of triage them to see if if any of them are still alive. What I'd like to do is calm their emotions and really empathize with them that this is not something any of us could prepare for. No one saw this coming. No one in our lifetimes has seen this sort of thing, but point out the fact that we are in a church and that this is a holy place, and that if they have gods that they believe in, that they should pray to those gods for hope and courage.
Yay, Brad. Brad will be coming back in season 3, so we will see more of Kelsier next season. I had realized that, when I was setting up everybody's interviews, that I forgot to set up an interview for Datari. So just to let you guys know where I am. Datari had evolved a lot this season spiritually. She is definitely getting more confident in herself. She's always been ashamed of her family for being tieflings, looking like demons, being part demon themselves. She was always kind of the black sheep in the family. And when she went out in public, people tended to judge her based on her appearance. And therefore, she kind of closed herself off. But hanging out with this group, she has come out of her shell. Spiritually, Eve and Zenare actually helped her with that, because Datari is part dragon. Her great-grandmother had a one-night stand with the dragon, so there is some dragon blood in her. I think going forward, Datari is actually going to try to embrace more of her dragon side. She is a sorceress, and that goes hand in hand with the dragon, while most of her other relatives are warlocks. A lot of them already have their wings. Dottore does not have tiefling wings, but after this quest, when she leveled up, she did actually develop some dragon skills on her face. So that was a really big thing for Dottore. So we'll see where it goes from there. I absolutely loved playing this character, and I have a highlight reel, so I guess I'll play it. Dottore is a tiefling sorceress bard. She's both a sorceress, but she loves her music. She's very introverted, doesn't really care for people. People are always judging her, so she's like, whatever, just give me my tunes and a good hot cup of coffee. Could throw the goblin.
Yes. Oh.
Dottore looks at this shit.
What are we doing, darling?
She
Holy
casts
crap.
catapult at it.
Oh my god. Okay.
God damn it.
So, okay, explain this, please. So,
Yeah, what's
Erie
going on
is
here?
throwing up the crock pot of shite, and while in the air, you cast catapult at it?
No, he took the lid off the pot, and then I looked at it, and I went,
Okay.
zoop. And it goes up 90 feet, and it comes down right on the zombie.
Well, there's no 90 feet. You
Yeah,
got
no,
maybe,
90 feet. We are
maybe
inside.
20 feet.
You know.
But there is a zombie. There is an undead creature.
Okay,
Right.
and that's 5d8 damage because the shit falls on him.
Fuck's sake, I don't even know. I don't even
It doesn't
fucking
matter.
know.
It doesn't matter. If it's a 1 or more, the undead is dead.
He's dead. He got dead by
yes.
the shit.
He's dead.
He's dead. All right.
Gravestone better say death by shit.
Man, what a shitty way to go.
Those were like I chose those highlights because since the very beginning, Dottore wanted to master catapulting. She really wants to catapult the goblin, but she can only catapult up to 15 pounds at this point in time. So maybe in season 3 we'll see. And also she embraced her bard side too with the music box. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking about this horror now and bring on everybody's 3 favorite barbarians. We have Torga, we have Erie, and we have Gibble. Yay!
Hey!
Yay! I freaking loved you guys. Like, I had to bring you on as a trio because you 3 are stronger together.
Smelling too.
Yeah. Now, speak for yourself. You know what's funny? I told Kelly earlier that it's so funny because we never intended it to be that way.
It just happened.
It just developed how it did. I mean, I knew that Gibble would be very interesting as this little goblin to me, but then when Erie was the way he was introduced and the way he came in, I'm like, oh, okay. And I knew we'd probably get into some kind of fuckery, whatever we'd get into, but I never knew that it was going to be to the extent that it was.
Oh my gosh, it was so freaking fantastic. I want to play Gibble's highlight reel first. Now, Spencer, this was your first season with the Red 5 Tavern, and you played Gibble the Goblin, and I hope you like these. Just 1 second.
All right.
what you're gonna know about Gibble here, right? He's this little goblin barbarian, right? So anyway, Gibble here, he has this gladiatorial background that he has, and so people be racist against goblins. we were all running, and then the dragon picked me up. Of course, she picks the goblin, racist dragon. But anyway,
I think she picked the simplest-minded guy to put a vision in his head.
Racist. Gibble is just mad that he missed terribly. Yes. You see that he just starts getting redder. And he's gonna swing again. As he's just getting utterly pissed. Like, no one's ever seen Gibble this mad.
Roll a hit.
Gibble is like tunnel vision on the bigger one in front of him. He's angry, and he missed it once, he hit it, and now he wants to hit it again.
All right.
See what he can do against it. And Gibble just says no words. He just screams. Rah! Gibble is just still completely pissed. And somehow getting even madder than before, turning even more red than before.
I fucking understand, Gibble. God damn it.
It's like, get him, boy. Get him. Get him.
It's like, God damn it, I missed, but I won't this time.
Oh, short man syndrome. Here we go.
Yeah.
Is that with all your bonuses?
That's with everything, yeah.
It doesn't hit.
Gibble slays the last Duergar with a war. What are you using? The axe or the great axe?
Great axe off with his head.
Oh, dang! Boom!
Yeah!
Sliced it off with his head.
Here we go. Finally hit something there.
The episode where we had 3 raging barbarians and you guys couldn't hit anything.
We couldn't hit the broadside of a fucking barn with an arrow. Like, seriously, every time I've raged, and I can say in the campaign, I think I've done nothing. It's done nothing. Nothing. Every time. Nothing. And so I stopped doing it for a while. I'm like, nah, not doing it.
I don't know. I did all right with my rage. I raged and then jumped off a cliff and it did what I wanted. So
you did that. Yeah. I'm gonna suicide dive off this cliff to this cow.
Hey, both of you helped me push that cow off. So
we did. And the theme. Yes. Here's the theme. We could safely say the theme was Eerie coming up with an idea. Me thinking it's a shit idea. Me still going along with said idea.
People jump in almost every time.
Every time.
Every time. Eerie talked to the cow.
Oh my god!
The cow to jump off the cliff. And then the cow rolled for it, and the cow's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do
that." Little shit told me it was gonna do it, and then changed its mind right at the cliff.
That was so funny. Unfortunately, Gibble, the one thing that I wanted to find and I couldn't find, and I watched probably there's 16 episodes, and I watched like 13 of them from beginning to end, and what I couldn't find was the one that you were freaking out. Gibble has a sensitivity to smells, and you were freaking out like,
oh yeah, I remember that. I don't know which episode that was either. I can't remember.
It was in the tunnels.
I watched the tunnels from beginning to end.
Oh yeah, it's something like dead bodies or something in it.
Yeah, my character drug a body with us, and Gibble started panicking, freaking out about the smell.
I couldn't find it. I found the part where you guys were you were hugging the myconid tree, trying to get the sex pollen, as you guys called it. And Gibble's like, "Come here, there's something in the water," and you pushed Gibble into the water. But he only freaked out a little tiny bit. But I watched that episode like 2 times, and I couldn't.
We were in the cave somewhere. We think we were in there. But I don't remember exactly. That's why I say you think you'll remember.
Yeah,
but you don't. You don't realize how much you do.
Yeah,
throughout the whole campaign.
I did miss it and didn't realize it, but
I think that's easy too when you watch it.
It's just a good reason for everybody to go back and watch them all over again.
Watch it again.
Gotta see Gibble freak out.
That was like the episode though that you became like. It's gonna sound weird, but Gibble became like Torga and Erie's baby, like adopted one.
Okay, I thought to myself, if Erie and Torga could have a baby, it would be Gibble, but it wouldn't be green. But it wouldn't be green. But you know what I mean? If Torga and Erie could have a dwarf baby, you know, the dwarf, it would be Gibble. It would come out with a personality like Gibble.
I think it started with pushing Gibble in the water. Once I pushed him in, like everything after that point seemed like Gibble and Erie just kind of like started either picking on each other and just kind of built from that point on.
Yes.
It got better and better.
Yep.
And Erie, you are also new to this season, and you actually came in a couple episodes in. So
yes,
I'm going to play your highlight clip now.
See a dwarf sitting in this sort of wooden structure.
What is a dwarf in a cage for?
Drunk and disorderly conduct. His current incarceration will end tomorrow morning. So just in time to help you out, perhaps. But yes, he is your new guide.
Your name is Torga, yes?
Torga, yes. Clan Hammerstone.
I've heard you have a thing for donkeys.
Well,
I can be a bit of a stubborn ass myself. I walk up, grab his head, go, "Do you know me? You don't know me. You're not gonna know me. I'm sorry, not really." And then slice his head clean off and throw it into the ground. I get to skin him afterwards, right?
for fuck's sake! You're not a goddamn cannibal. What the fuck?
I said skin him, not eat him.
What the fuck do you want a skin for? What the fuck? We're going to have a talk later. We're so going to have a talk later about what the fuck. We're so.
You know what? You're not getting an anniversary present now.
I don't need one. We're going to have a fucking talk later.
The whole time, from the time he was brought in, the whole time.
That was awesome.
It was the whole time. The whole time.
You two bantered back and forth like an old married couple that have known each other all of your lives. like Erie was the kid who pulled your pigtails and I don't know, wherever.
He's the one that like puts peanut butter, like throws or gum in your hair and and stuff like that. Yeah, that one. Or puts a toad in your, in your bag, a frog in your bag or something like that. Yeah.
And you know what, Tina? That leads me to you with all your. I call them Torga-isms. So let's look at some Torga-isms now.
Oh God. Okay.
I am playing Torga. She is a mountain dwarf barbarian. She is traveling the land after leaving her clan for reasons that will be discovered as we play along. And she's traveling with her donkey companion, Grog. They seem to love to be around one another since they are the only ones that can tolerate each other currently. Hey! Shut up! You're not doing any good by sitting there and wearing your pants. And, all I smell is your armpits.
You cleave this thing in half. It is dead again.
I enjoy this blood spray. Let me bathe in the blood of my enemy. You shit your pants. I'm going to light you in your gullet. I swear to God. To the fucking ladder. I'm not going first because you're not staring at my arse the whole way I climb up.
He's going to stare at yours.
He wants to stare at mine. Gibble doesn't have dark vision, does he?
Nope. So he will be holding on to Torga.
Yeah. Yes, because you have it, I have it, Gibble does not.
I want to know why Gibble's allowed to hold on to your butt, but I'm not.
Because he's not a molester. That's why. This gets me blood hot. I love the battle. My blood is hot and running. Eerie. Run it hot, baby.
smell, dude.
Would you like to take a hard bath, Erie?
No.
Pits and privates. Pits and privates.
That's great.
The funny thing is that I don't act for her because I am literally that obnoxious and asshole-ish in my real life. And my poor husband, I love him so much.
It's freaking hysterical.
She is me. With she's prettier though, but she is me in the sense of she's loud. She doesn't care, what people think, and she's stubborn, very stubborn. And so when I created her, I put a bit of myself in that as well. Aside from her dwarf prejudices, because dwarves do have, I went a little more traditional with her, and with the fact that she was, because it was a good starting point for me, that dwarves do have certain prejudices. They're usually really tight with their clan, and so I started with that. But along the way, so we'll get to that with the questions. But yeah, she is me.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
What do you three plan on doing now? Is there going to be a family thing, or are you going your separate ways, or
Kinda, sorta. So,
Mm-hmm.
so the three of us have decided that because the kingdom owes us, we're going to use our influence to get a primo spot and set up a tavern. And the three of us are going to run this tavern on and off. We're going to take turns and all that stuff, come and go as we please and do our thing, but we're always kind of tied in and tethered to our tavern. We've got Erie's going to put a wanted poster of Dewey up on there because he's fucking ugly.
No.
And he's going to... Oh, yeah, he can. He just did. Right there. Didn't you see it? It's up. Says ugly, wanted.
But he's part of the Octagon Alliance. He's part of the protectorate of the Octagon Alliance now. Because
Erie don't care about that.
I don't give a shit. So
Erie don't care.
We're all kind of contributing to that in our own little way.
Yes.
Erie's going to continue to brew, so he's going to contribute the majority of the ale and mead and that kind of deal. Plus, he's going to. Well, we'll keep talking about this part, and we'll all split off and do our individual items shortly. But that's the one where we stay together.
Yes, Torga will contribute to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, and to the group effort, Torga will teach axe throwing. She will pimp Grog out for donkey rides for kids in the village, and a Gibble. He gets a spot on Grog. He wants to ride on Grog.
Very
too.
important.
Yes, yes, and she will make a little forge to fix things in the village. If you axes and things, there's not really enough metal around to actually make anything to what she can find at the moment, but she will definitely help fix things.
Right, because Torga, she smiths.
Yes, she does. She smiths. Yes, she does brew ale and stuff, and she does enjoy that as well. But smithing is really her thing. So yeah.
So you know what I gotta ask you? Grog the donkey.
Yes.
Will he be coming on quests? Maybe
he will. That is the plan. For me to make him a playable part of the group, and I'm going to work that out with Charles.
And will Gibble be riding him?
Oh, I'm sure he'll be taking a ride on. He'll be taking a ride on Grog.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll be riding on Grog. Yeah, I'm going to work out some specifics with Charles on certain things the donkey can do to make it creative.
Love it.
Yeah. So, but yes, Grog will be involved in season 3.
Oh, I freaking love it.
That's great.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now, I have to know, what was the deal with Gibble's potato?
Okay. All right.
I've been writing this out for months now. I need to know.
Yes.
So here's what we're going to know first. All right. what Gibble contributes to the tavern is other parts of the fun, right? He comes from a gladiatorial background, and so he arranges like these night fights, and we should note that one time we grew big, he may have broke the roof, so they had to remodel the roof at one point. But beside the point there, everybody, all of us sort of contribute to the tavern in our own ways, while also bringing in special items to each of us, right? And so what we have is like this sort of like wall hanging plaque there, and on that there is a potato with a smiley face drawn on it with blood that was on him with as his personal buddy during this second half of the adventure that he always talked to every night privately that nobody knew about.
Aww.
But now is there to help watch over the tavern.
What's the potato's name?
It's like Castaway with the fucking soccer ball.
Yeah, Wilson.
He never really had a name. He just always called him Potato Buddy.
Potato Buddy. Potato Buddy. Works for me. Works for me. Potato Buddy.
I love it. I love it.
It's PB&G, Potato Buddy and Gibble.
Oh, God.
Man.
But yeah, I think we're still pretty much still kind of a unit. But like I said, we still have our own individual things where we will pursue.
Tater Buddy, I love that.
No, I have to ask this too. Like, because there was like, a lot of, if you want to call it, sexual tension between Erie and Torga. Are we going to see like an unroyal marriage in the future, or we're going to have to wait and see?
I don't think we got that far with that yet. I don't think we did.
Erie's kind of just messing around, being a dumbass and having a good time as a dwarf.
Yeah. I mean, there might not, who knows, we might, whatever. Right. But
it might be a little something there, but I don't think it's quite marriage level yet.
Yeah. Because she's still coming off the grief from her partner dying.
Of course.
Which is why she left her clan.
Erie hasn't even met Grog.
Yeah, and Erie is I'm still figuring him out about why he is, because he's different in the sense of what Torga has known dwarves to be. Erie is very independent, very solitary, and in a sense, he's kind of inspired her to be like that. She can also choose her own path because she's realized she will never be the Torga that she was when she left her clan to go on this adventure. And she don't think, and while she still loves her clan and she does plan on sending a raven back to let them know she's okay, she still has more to explore on her own individually. And Erie has shown her that she can break free tradition of generations. That's all she's ever known of. This is what she's supposed to do.
Right. I can't wait to see more of, like, I hope your characters don't change too much in season 3, because like I fucking love playing.
I don't see that changing. If anything else, we might work more together. Like, we might figure it out, like how to work more together pre-session.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Sure.
The only thing that's really going to change with Erie from the way it's been going is if you've watched us play and you've watched Erie change slightly as he's grown as a bear totem or as a totem warrior.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Erie has slowly started using some of the magics that come with that, which isn't really too strong with the barbarian, and he's slowly becoming obsessed with the magic. So he's growing in his interest, and yet still a barbarian. So he's becoming slightly obsessed, which is he's going to use some of his riches at the tavern to set up expeditions and quests to search out other shit and send people out, see if he can purchase magic shit from them, because he can't make it happen. So
because don't forget, you were our leader.
I don't know if anybody would consider him a leader. He was a guide. He was like, which way are we going?
We'll go that way. We'll go this way. Well, I also made some changes. It kind of inspired me when we leveled up to level 3, and I won't go too much into it, but when we leveled up to level 3, the path I chose I chose it at the time, but as we played, I felt like, you know what, this just doesn't serve me, just doesn't feel what I want. And Charles, Dungeon Master, graciously allowed me to change that. Yeah. And I think also I could say that it was inspired by Erie with his bear totem, and me thinking, and as more things within myself individually, you know, Torga unlock, she can explore this new path she's chosen for season 3. So
Love
yeah.
it. And Gibble, how about you?
The big thing with Gibble for how he changes is, you know, at first I kind of just made the character to be like this honestly stupid character, you know, and still is very much
that we love.
But but you know, somebody that tries to like speaks up, be louder, you know, that was a big important part of the character to me, is because, you know, as you kind of like maybe notice, you know, I'm just a quieter person, but I want to try to make personally somebody to make me be more a little, you know, try to step myself up with this character, you know. And so in that regard, I think I've been, you know, doing a lot better with that, you know, and really bringing to life, you know, Gibble's personality sort of being a bit different than what mine is. And so, but through this adventure, Gibble, he never really understood what a true relationship meant.
Yeah.
Until particularly bonding, not just the whole party, but especially with these other 2 barbarians. And so, and that's what I think is really important to Gibble at the end of the day, is that he now has people that he actually cares about, something that he's never felt or experienced his entire life.
Yeah, because you started off as like this like defensive gladiator fighter. It was only about Gibble. Gibble was about Gibble.
Yep.
And what shinies he can get, you know, and
And now Torga trusts Gibble to look, you know, to have her back, you know, and she would have her little goblins back. And, you know, parroting off that, I can say, you know, Torga, she had her preconceived prejudices against other species. She has now let most of that lie. The thing of it is that for her, trust will always have to be earned deeply. It will never be granted freely. The difference is that now she's more willing to give others the chance to earn it.
Yes.
She's not going to just be like, well, you're this, so I can't.
Yes.
You know, she's going to be like, well, I can be cautious, but you have the chance to earn, you know, my trust, you know, Torga's trust.
Yes.
So.
Uh-oh.
What?
In the chat, I think Dragon Buddy accidentally hit somebody.
I dropped my phone.
Oh, did he like Rex report somebody because he dropped them? I've almost done that. I don't know how many times.
Dragon Buddy, you're gonna have to unhide that person.
And I've also like been walking with my phone during a live chat and went, no, I don't want to report him. What the hell's going on? Like, what are you doing?
Oops.
Yeah, it's happened. But no, I'm so glad that
he dropped his phone. Yeah, that's happened to me. That has.
I'm so glad that Cody and Spencer joined. I didn't foresee anything that happened and the bond and how it occurred naturally between these 3, you know, weird characters that we created, and even personally that meetups, and that we, you know, we all get along, even friendship level personally. So I love it. I look forward to the next season of whatever chaos we're going to cause, because I'm sure we're going to cause chaos.
100% agree. Thank you so much for inviting me along here.
Yes,
so
thank
happy
you
to be
very
part
much.
of this.
It's been fantastic.
I'm so glad you guys are here. Like,
me too. I'm so happy.
Totally.
I'm so happy I'm here.
Yeah.
You enjoy it every Friday. It's like it's so fun, you know.
I'm going to because I'm kind of like overtime, but
oops,
my bad.
I made I said it was a tentative.
You're fine.
Schedule.
I
think that happens every time the 3 of us get into anything.
Yeah, we derailed the whole fucking thing.
Charles was like, "This is going to be like one session," and we turned it into 4.
And like,
Yes.
love you, Charles. I love you, Charles, for always allowing us to do that. That we
Sir
do
Charles
that.
is laughing in the background and holding up 4 fingers.
Yeah. We never got told shut up.
No, he lets us do it. He
I
does.
love you guys, but Torga and Erie, I'm going to put you back in the green room. And Gibble, I'm going to leave you on, and we're going to bring in our DM. So,
bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
And Sir Charles is here.
Sorry, just taking notes for season 3 here with all the barbarians here. Just a second. Just give me a second. A tavern.
Uh-oh.
Hiring people.
You know, as we're having to defend this town, Charles is gonna be like, "Does this B5? Is that where the tavern is?" You're firing stuff over into
L36. L36. You sunk my battleship.
Damn it! Well, Charles, since you are taking notes, we have a highlight reel for you too, right?
No, I don't know this at all.
Okay, watch this.
I said there's nothing like this should be available. Oh my god. So it's going to be Eves and Zenere, and then it's going to be Gibble, and it's going to be Torga, and then we've got Make, and then we got double D's in the back.
Hey-yo.
Well, what? It's Ari and Dewey. What? 2 D's. Little DM magic we're waving there.
Gotcha.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the wolf spider.
Okay.
And then I am going to take a shot with my longbow.
Have I told you I hate Hunter's Mark? I don't know if I've told you that before.
We're going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Oh, I didn't ban that from this game?
No.
Make and Draymond, would you please both... Well...
Me,
can
you please roll for perception?
Me, you pay attention and roll die. He lands his shillelagh. Sorry, that came out way wrong.
What's he doing with that shillelagh?
Look at my shillelagh.
After the Hunter's Mark, of course.
Right.
Oh God! Yes.
No!
The Hunter's
He is
Mark
nowhere
is
near
like-
here.
Oh.
The bane of Sir Charles. Hunter's Mark.
Oh my god. I gotta
Hi, Sir
petition. I gotta petition D&D. Like, just remove that. Hunter's Mark is wrong. It's wrong. Yeah.
Oh, that was
Amazing.
So that's like your most hated thing about being a DM, isn't it?
Yeah. Aside from DB playing it, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, who else can I blame for that except DB? I mean, come on.
Second season straight.
Yeah. Third season, it's gonna change.
Uh-oh. And now he has Hunter's Mark and a Luck Dragon.
Exactly. Both are reversed. The caster takes all damage, and I bestow it. Thank you, homebrew.
DB is taking notes for season 3. Changing the rules. So, you once again wrote this brilliant story, okay, that all of us are in love with and love playing in that fairy tale land with monsters and royal weddings and everything like that. Where did you get this idea from?
It's just about giving us a start, middle, and end. And this one had a, I think it was
Spencer Gibble, who did the bait and switch. He said he really appreciated the bait and switch. I think it was you who said that.
Probably.
I just tried to structure a story that we would go from start to finish. I would dole out small little tidbits of key elements throughout the story that involved everyone from start to finish, every character who played, to give him a little moment to shine. In fact, it was Gibble who had the first one with the dream.
Yes.
Gibble had the most integral dream of the entire campaign, yet he kept it inside and didn't tell anybody.
Yes.
Because his dream in episode 2 gave the entire plot of the story. But as the story goes on, so I just tried to give it a structured story that gave out things that we could all figure out, give players a chance to, involve themselves. Everyone had a moment to shine, and that was one of my key moments key thoughts was to give everyone a chance to drive the story forward. And it wasn't too complicated. It was, you guys thought she was a good person? No, she wasn't. She was a bad person. Lara was a bad guy. But just having fun with it. And it was the interludes as you guys were out exploring and making your way towards Tar Island. I brought it back to Castle Ironbridge and gave the viewers a chance to see what was going on back at home. So it was very episodic. It was like a movie to involve everybody and see that, our heroes are moving forward, but they don't know what's going on back at home. So just to sort of give that tension, and but how it played out was completely driven by all of you. I would say that the interludes were driven by Draymond, Steve. Because he murdered someone in episode 1, I had to tie that story into everything. So from day 1, I rewrote the story to say that, we can't just let this happen, and we can't let this go. There's a character who is among the Fellowship who murdered someone for an opportunity, yet he had his backstory why he did it. So that introduced an opportunity to delve into the story more as you guys progressed into the story. So it was, I don't know. I had 5 or 6 tent poles, and you guys filled in the rest. So it wasn't.
Wow.
I had some parts of the story, but you guys drove the rest of it.
Damn. I do have to say the interludes in this season, phenomenal. Like, we loved the interludes, and all of us did. We all loved the music. We loved the maps. It was just it just stepped playing up for us like that much more. And you always ended on a cliffhanger, and I was always like, no.
So that was planned. I mean, we wanted to try to keep it to 2 hours. To give people who are watching a chance to, I can give 2 hours to the stories tonight. I can still do stuff after, but the way you guys played, I built the story or that episode into 2 or 3 endpoints, and if it works better here or there or there, depending on what you guys are doing, that's where I stopped it. And whether it was 2 hours, an hour 55 minutes, or 2 hours and 15 minutes, that was sort of the bite-sized pieces that I could give, and I could see it in all your faces, like, that's where we're going to end tonight. No. So it was a reward into itself, but only because I built up the story to the end. I knew what was going to happen at the end. I knew that you guys were all were going to be transported back to the Wyvern's Rest, and you're going to be facing Layara. I just had to fit in, where can you stop logically in the story at this point to still make that happen? So it seemed random, but it was never random. It was all planned within 2 or 3 stopping points. But I'll say it again. Every one of the players brought the story to life. And if it wasn't for you, there would be nothing. So
if it took a half hour to toss a cow over a ledge, or if it took an hour to get through a dinner because you're so drunk that none of you could do anything functional, I could still find a stopping point that made sense for the story, and then we just extended it. That's all. I mean, it was part of the fun. If people are invested in the story in chapter 12, it's like it's the Iron Bridge assault part 3. They're gonna watch because it's hilarious. You guys are individually hilarious. The comedic timing is brilliant. The interplay between each of you and the endearment of each of your characters drives the story forward. So I'm just sort of trying to make it work within the larger construct of the story. So you guys make it alive. I just put the 10 poles throughout it.
It works. I also I wanted to talk about something else that you introduced this season. The crit fail. So I have a little.
Oh shit! Oh, these are so fun.
Oh boy, the roll ones. Oh boy. Erie, on your 20 side, what did you get?
A 1.
Okay.
One.
You're exploring your navel again.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So you're exploring Erie's navel with him, apparently. All right.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So how does she crit fail?
I'm just taking a picture of this because holy crap.
So how do we fucking deal with this? Like, for real? What are we supposed to do?
I know. She walks into the cone of truth and then suddenly says, "My cat's breath smells like cat food."
Like, no.
We didn't even ask that question.
She's like super truthful.
She walks into the cone. She's like, "The carpet does match the drapes."
Right? Right?
Fire
Where
no,
are
no, no,
we
no.
right now?
No. This is Layara. I don't have carpet. So the second Duergar, he sees what's going on, surprised by everything, drops the cart that he was sort of pushing towards you guys, and his leg gets caught on the handle of the cart. He
Clumsy
grabs
bastard.
the pedal, smashes his face on, and he takes 6 damage and starts crying because he rolled a 1.
We all cry on the inside when we roll those ones.
But this way it makes it fun and funny and not just like I rolled a 1. Now it's like we're kind of being punished, but in the funniest way.
Let's see, the polar opposite of 20, right? You get the chance to script your heroic move or your double damage on a roll 20. On a roll 1, hey, let's just go the polar opposite. You are going to be embarrassed beyond belief.
Yes! I think we all loved it, but maybe I don't know, maybe nobody else liked it, but I freaking loved it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then we have one more thing that we all worked together with, and that was the technical difficulties.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, I found a few of them. So here, I'll show
Only
you.
a few?
Only a few. Just a few.
That is some weird sounds there going on. I'm not sure who that is, but
What is somebody calling us on their Forest
No,
phone?
it's me, my headset's fine.
oh, okay. Well, if you need to convert to your just like your laptop audio, that's fine as well.
I thought somebody was calling us on a Forest phone. I was just going, hey.
Forest phone.
The fuck do I know? We don't know what's going on.
I'm getting something here. Hang on.
Hello, Jesus? Are you? It's me, Margaret.
Welcome to Forest Phone. Which branch are you looking for?
I hope more than half of her comes out.
So,
Wait, what happened?
Sorry.
So
Datari just
people.
apparently Datari is
Crash.
fed up with it.
He's just holding the chamber. He's coming back.
He'll be
We
back.
love him. He's coming back.
We better
Hey
be back.
guys, look! If you're just here for the entertainment, we're here. We're here all night.
Oh no, I
we
thought he
did.
was showing us something.
Oh fuck!
no.
I'm here.
Oh, there you go. Now there's two of them.
Oh,
There's an imposter. Imposter! Get out of here!
it's a goddamn mimic.
No, goddamn! Get rid of the imposter, Charles. Fuck's sake, no!
No, the other Charles froze.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you're the ultimate one, Charles.
He deleted himself.
I'm here.
Fuck's
I'm
sake,
here.
now there's two. Goddamn! No! No!
Okay. Leora pulls back her mask and she says, "If it wasn't for you dastardly kids, I would have gotten away with it all too." Oh my god!
There was one more clip and I accidentally deleted it, but when you were frozen one of those times, we were all poking you.
Oh, yeah. That was funny.
Charles is a mimic.
He's a goddamn mimic.
That's
Oh my
funny.
god. That is something about this group that, like, I have to shout it out. Like, everybody just rolls with it, you know? Like, it might be technical difficulties and we might be embarrassed on the inside, but everybody else is rolling with it and it makes it feel like it's okay.
Oh my gosh! Holy moly! I got like an ab workout tonight with these clips. Holy crap!
It was easy. No, I would say it was easy to make these clips, but it wasn't easy because if I pulled everything, I've been pulling clips for days, and I'm like,
Days.
how am I supposed to cut this down to like under 2 minutes? Like, that it was hard. Like, you had to pick and choose, like,
Yep.
and then knowing that you're going to leave something else out that
Right.
I laughed my ass off. It was just really hard because you guys are always like so great.
And that's the great thing about all these episodes is that if someone wants to watch all of these the season, the entire story, there's so many more other nuggets of hilarity, but also brilliant ideas, strategies, attacks. It makes it worth watching because you just saw 20% of what goes on in one episode.
Absolutely. I know we're running overtime, and Will, I see you in the green room. I'm sorry we're running late. But yeah, which is what happens when we all get together.
Yes.
Now, since we're done with season 2, and we're waiting for season 3, I wanted to bring up Spencer because I believe you have a little something planned that you would like to announce.
I do. I'm going to be running a special little one shot, and I'm going to let the trailer here in a moment speak for itself. But I rarely ever first come up with the title.
Yeah.
This was the first time where I think I've ever came up with the title for something before figuring out what it was, like from there. And so I'm just roll it.
Oh, is that the one that says teaser, Sir Charles?
No. Do you have no.
Okay.
You have it? Hold on.
Wait.
You need it?
Let me see. Give me a second here. Just a second.
Okay.
No, let's not play the teaser. That's
something else.
Mine. Yeah, that's. Give me a second.
I'll say because I do.
You shared it with me, so let me. I will download this as soon as possible because it's
Okay.
freaking awesome.
While you're doing that,
Well,
we
while he's
also-
doing
Yeah.
that, yeah, go on then.
we also have an opportunity coming up in a week and 2 days on Sunday. Time to be
Ooh,
determined.
that's right.
We don't have a time just yet, but week and 2 days. Sunday, May the 26th, okay? Keep your schedules open because we are having the first ever Red 5 Tavern crossover event.
Woohoo!
With the Monkey Lizard Army. We are going to be simulcasting between us. If you guys know the Super Awesome Geek Show, John from Super Awesome Geek Show, also a monkey lizard, he is writing us a one-shot campaign where it's going to be, let's see, it's going to be Sir Charles playing Make, Spencer playing Gibble, Cody playing Eerie, Tina playing Torga, myself playing Datari, Chris playing Grist. That's a mouthful. And John from Super Awesome Geek Show, Salacious Rum himself. He'll be playing.
That's gonna be
that's gonna be something right there.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
He's going to be playing his halfling barbarian. He's
lordy.
got a sexy little number that he wears. And also 1000th Ghost will be playing too.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if any other monkey lizards are playing, but those are the 3 that I know. John from Super Awesome Geek Show, again, will be the dungeon master for that one shot. And it will be simulcast on Super Awesome Geek Show. Probably here too, right, Sir Charles? John said that he'll give you
Perfect. Yeah, we'll get it figured out.
simulcast.
And yep.
And probably on Salacious Rum's channel too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna be an extravaganza. And
That'd be crazy.
so yeah, that's one shot that we will be playing in between seasons. And I see right down here Spencer's Tavern one shot.
There you go.
Here.
That's
So
it. I was
let's
able
play
to.
that trailer.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Ahoy there! Have you ever wanted to sail the seas, enjoy the beauty of the water, be a pirate and find treasure, or battle a giant sea creature? Wait, scratch off that last part. Sounds like certain death. Anyway, I invite you to Gibble's Cruise Askew.
Oh my god, that is the best.
Datari's gonna play. Datari's gonna play.
Oh my god, I love it. That is the best.
So, like, is Gibble going to be like?
Oh,
When
he's
Spencer's DM, okay, but is Gibble going to be the DM?
Oh, Gibble's not going to be necessarily the DM there, but he's definitely a very integral part of this. Yes.
SpongeBob Square Gibble. I freaking love it.
Oh, Spencer, that looks so freaking awesome.
I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait.
I'm so excited. Yeah.
Can't freaking wait.
It's going to be good.
So, Sir Charles, when do you think season 3 will be here?
It'll probably take a month to sort of break things out. We got some new characters coming in.
Yes.
We got some introductions who we're going to speak to about shortly. So this teaser is based on something that you guys may have noticed in the last episode. It was a plant. It was a seed for a story, but the effects of what happened with the battle against Leara go much further than you all realized. So with that being said, go ahead and roll that teaser trailer.
Yes, another teaser.
Pump the volume. You share my blood. Why have you done this? You've destroyed it all.
I have taken the power that you had lusted for. I think we have saved the realm, not destroyed it.
You have not. You have not. As she's on her knees, she lays her hand on that guard that you killed.
It was an accident.
She puts her hand on it, and you see this oddly necromancing dark energy fill this body, and it stands up.
Oh my gosh.
I like it.
Holy crap! That
Uh-oh.
looks fucking fantastic.
Uh-oh. Yay! Layara is in jail. She's the bad one.
I know,
I
right?
don't know about that.
Holy crap. So
Something was awakened with that little maneuver she pulled.
holy crap. Yeah. I can't wait to post that on the socials. And Spencer, with your permission, I would also like
Absolutely.
to post that teaser on the
Absolutely.
socials. So yes. And with that being said, Spencer, thank you very much. I'm going to put you in the green room for a little bit.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me on and introducing this idea that I've had for honestly at least a couple months now. So I'm super happy to see it.
I can't wait.
So happy to see that I'm so glad to finally announce it, and I can't wait for that to become reality here sooner than later.
If you need any help wrangling cats
Absolutely.
for
Absolutely.
scheduling, you let me know.
Absolutely.
I'm good at that.
Absolutely. More details to come soon.
Yay! All right, I'm going to put you in the green room, and we're going to bring out our brand new player. Hi!
Woohoo!
This is Will. He is brand new to our tavern, and he will be joining us for season 3 as Chaos, the Dragonborn Ranger Wizard. How are you, Will?
I'm good.
Excellent. I have a picture that you gave me. Unfortunately, I spelled Chaos's name wrong, but this is what he looks like. He is like this badass dragon. Like, look at him. So cool. So I will go ahead and change his name because I spelled it wrong, so I apologize for that.
No, that's fine.
Asked how to spell it.
Dragonborn wizard. Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
And a ranger. So tell us a little bit about Chaos.
So Chaos is from like a different kingdom, basically. His mother was killed when he was just a baby by local kingdom knights. They actually ended up taking him and raising him.
Wow.
And so he's not really in touch with really too much of the Dragonborn side of his heritage. He does do more culturally like a human. But needless to say, his dragon instincts do run strong still. And that is how he got the nickname Chaos.
That's so cool. That's so
cool. But he ended up being framed for a murder, and he fled the country with a bounty on his head.
Oh, so you're a
Nice.
wanted Dragonborn.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Nice. I do this with all the players. Now, can you tell me 3 of Chaos's likes? 3 things that Chaos likes.
3 things Chaos likes is gold. Absolutely loves gold. He does anything he can to get his hands on it. He likes combat. He loves fighting. He's very good at it. He's been trained since he was little. And he loves to drink.
All right.
So you're one of the barbarians, essentially. Okay, I get it. All right, you're gonna fit in perfectly.
He'll fit in perfectly with them. Now, what are 3 things that Chaos doesn't like?
He does not like weaklings. If he does not feel you are fit for combat, he is going to tell you. His loyalty is definitely earned by your strength.
Very cool.
He-
Datari has negative strength, but she knows how to she knows how to do spells.
We'll see. He also does not like sorry, drawing a blank for a second.
Oh, it's okay. It's very late and we are 20 minutes past when I was supposed to bring you on, so I apologize for that.
He does not like disrespect. He does feel like he should be respected. And he also does not like beating around the bush. He is very straightforward.
I am really looking forward to playing.
Oh
with
boy.
him.
Oh boy.
It's gonna be a blast. I was just thinking Chaos might like Eve then. Who, we still have to show Eve's highlight reel.
Yes. So let's
Yeah.
share that. Let's give that a
Yes.
shot here.
Let me
So
show Eve's highlight reel.
Eve is a Dragonborn Paladin Warlock mix, a Hexadin, if you will. He's bronze with kind of piercing blue eyes. He's kind of dressed in a mix of like chainmail, longsword, shield, typical Paladin stuff, and also like furs and kind of dilapidated looking fabrics and clothing. Kind of looks like a almost like a voodoo kind of shaman kind of look. He's with a sentinel, who's basically like a Jedi master over him. A gold dragonborn named Zenare, who's like a good foot shorter than him, but that's also not saying much because Eve is a good like 6'8", 250 pounds. Gibble, duck! And he will open up his mouth, and this like cone of lightning breath comes out of him as this like charged ionized particles just like flood this area. So
You guys now have yourself a giant eagle egg.
So, who's gonna carry it?
That's the next question.
I'll carry it.
I mean, you sure?
It's my great idea. At the end of this simple but profound ceremony, Zenare will draw her own sword, her rapier, and gently touch the shoulders of Eve as well as his head, and say, I now pronounce you oathbound, Eve, of the Platinum Cadre, sworn an oath of saints. And that's it. Eve is a full-fledged member and able to adventure on his own. Eve goes to a spot, just stands there proudly, kind of like resting with his sword, kind of point down on the ground, gauntlets on the end of the sword, and then holding his head up high as a proud paladin of Bahamut, just hoping to honor his name with his deeds.
So good. Oh.
Eve. So good.
Ugh.
So good. And Aaron unfortunately couldn't be on tonight, but he sent a little video wrapping up his character, right, Sir Charles?
Yeah. Let me see if I can share that here.
Yay, thank you. It's so quiet without Torga.
Wait. Where's the audio?
He's lip syncing.
Hey everyone, this is...
Dang it. This isn't working. I couldn't convert the video and I couldn't convert the audio on two separate sides. So let me see if I can make this work here.
We could post it to the socials then.
All right, yeah, because I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was split. I couldn't make it work. Wait, let me try one more thing here.
Okay.
Let me go to stop screen. Let me see if this works. Let me just bring up the video. See if some miraculously it was going to work.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
You rolled a 1.
Okay. So let me see if I can present this and see if it works. Screen. Okay, this is his video. Let's see if this works.
Hey everyone, this is Aaron for the...
I can't hear anything. Can you hear anything?
...campaign here.
I can on my end.
And I just wanted to give a little epilogue.
We can't see anything, right? Though there's no video?
No,
So,
no video.
A big part of...
Okay, so we'll figure this out. It's...
All right. We will post it on the socials. Yeah, he was a huge inspiration to my character.
Okay.
Being that lawful good, paladin. Plus he was like a wizard, so he could do spells and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like he breathed electricity because he was a bronze dragon.
Yeah.
Born.
Where mine is actually a blue dragon, which actually does come with the same lightning ability as well.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, my character's fascinated by dragons and dragonborn because, like I said, my great grandma was a slut and she got knocked up by a dragon in a one-night stand. So
if I had a quarter for every time I heard that story.
I'd have 1 quarter.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, that's true too. But it's still relevant.
Oh man.
He had a huge effect on the final battle with Leara. That truth spell was key.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, thank you, Aaron.
I am definitely.
Go ahead, Will.
I was gonna say I'm definitely very interested to see where this character will end up by the end of the campaign.
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So yeah. I see like a couple of people have their cameras off, but I know we're 20 minutes past time, and I apologize for that, but I was going to bring everybody in for one last big goodbye, like as a family, if that's okay. Is that okay? Sir Charles, is that okay?
DB. Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay, good.
Just waiting for DB.
All right. Well, we'll add him, but there.
We'll just poke at him while he's,
He's all right. He's fine. He probably had to go pee. He's fine. You know what? Watching all that stuff with you and Charles, oh my God, with the things I forget. Even though, the technical difficult, I fucking forgot about the fucking force. I had no idea. That just goes to show that, and I've said this 100 times, I don't think about anything I say in brain, out mouth. Nothing's pre-planned. It's all chaotic. It's just as new to me as it is to you. And so
I had the best time making those reels.
I love that. And Charles, I've said it so many times and I'll say it again. That, I know that there's a time plan. I know there's a plan, and I know that. And I know that we just derail that so much. But I have to say that I just appreciate and love your patience so much.
Totally.
Well, it's mutual.
That goes for me.
It's how it works all together.
Yeah.
Yes, we build it so that it's mealable. It's let you guys play. It's the story. It's the whole bit. It's theater of the mind. I can't say anything more than that. It's the epitome of group therapy for fun at the end of a week.
Yep. And I'm glad that that's what you focus on.
Yeah,
that it's the
it's
theater of
fun.
the mind, and I think that's where this group excels. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, look, we can go so like uber technical, and we can drill every single thing, and we can do
Yeah,
that.
the rules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that is also part of D&D. Not to take any of that away, but this style.
Yeah, we seem to excel at dumbassery.
This is what echoes to me. This is what works for me. I can say this is what echoes to me, and I appreciate that. This is the table that I love to pull up to every Friday.
Yes,
Right.
Me too.
And if we're playing a game and it's 5 hours in, will I bend the rules? Sure, because it's 5 hours
we've
in.
been there. No, we have been.
but if we're having fun, we need to have fun for that portion. But if you look at our season, we've got probably 14 episodes of at least 2 hours. That's 28 hours plus then our last
we kept
2
the
episodes
time most
worth.
of the time. Yeah.
But the last 2 were like 3 and then 5. That's a huge story, and it involves all of you as well as me with the whole story. But we still have fun. We're still laughing at our 5 minutes and 40 seconds. It's like, oh crap! I don't want it to end here. Are you kidding me?
We still
Dude,
we've
been playing this since 9 o'clock.
No,
Yeah.
we weren't sitting here going, "Oh my god, it's 5 hours. Fuck, are we done yet?"
Yep.
We weren't doing that.
Yep.
We were still fucking around right to the end.
We were.
Yep.
And it was
So
the
that's
Aurora
a good sign.
Borealis, so we had like those
That's
technical
true.
Oh, God.
difficulties. Like it was
We
easy
had it
finding
all.
technical difficulties. Yeah,
But we
that was
fucking
the-
finished it. We finished it. Exhausted, but we
did
finished
it.
it.
We did.
And I
Nice.
loved it. And I can't wait till next season. And it looks like we're gonna face something pretty dark.
Yeah. Leara set
Dark.
something off in motion that she doesn't know what the hell she did, and
Yeah,
don't forget, she's still alive. Not only is she still alive, her half brother is also alive. So
Yeah,
just
Chris,
saying.
like what the hell with your sister, man?
Way to
I
go,
don't know.
dude.
We have to find the other half of her.
The top half or the bottom half?
Are you gonna convert her, like, and make her heart grow 3 sizes too big, or like, are you? Gonna
Maybe we
become
can
an
read her the
asshole
Bible and
sister?
she'll
Yeah.
His name is Grist, not Grinch.
Right. Right.
I still maintain that Grist can choose.
That's
He's
true.
worried,
That's
and
true.
I'm just going there. He's worried about the effect of the blood in his veins, but that there is also a choice. So we'll see where that goes, right?
Yes.
And you guys have the pearl of the Iron Castle at your footsteps. You guys are royalty at this point. You guys are well known. You
Mhm.
have free reign to the entire.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you guys are celebrities at this point in this place.
Nice.
And we have like
but
those
yeah.
like friendship neccesses where like
We have the shards.
shining
The shards of the wyvern's
Not
tear.
the-
They're not.
the
They're not.
shards, the
Oh my
shards.
god.
Wearing
And this
vibrant
is-
sharks around our neck.
And this is why, okay, and this is why Charles is the best dungeon master, because this shit right here that we do all the time.
We're all
like
over
12.
here matching up the stars to see who our best friend is.
We're
trying to be
fucking
like-
12.
We're trying to do
These
like
are not.
Captain Planet.
They're not mood rings. These are not mood rings. They are
This is
shards
why-
of the wyvern's tear.
This
We're
is
gonna be
why
like
he's the
Captain
best.
Planet. Short.
Do you know how many DMs would lose their fucking
Screw
shit?
you all. They don't work. You're all fucked. Go.
So you hold the shard up to the moonlight and it transports you to. Whoa! Careful.
Where the fuck is this? God damn it!
Wow. That was
Tell
deep.
us what you saw.
Oh God! And Will, now you know this is just a small
Well,
taste of the fucking
yes.
craziness that will be.
Bring
Oh,
it
yeah.
on, Dragonborn.
Absolutely.
It's chaotic as hell.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
The wyvern shard turns you into a wyvern shark.
A splat of shite.
We're the skid mark on the 8 kingdoms.
Where the skid mark ends.
Where's this going to transport you? Wherever the wyvern's flying next.
Well, on that note, do we want to say goodbye?
I think we just said goodbye.
We did. Goodbye, season 2. Loved you. Good. Hello, season 3.
Hello, season.
Yes, season 3. Yeah.
Come join us. We're going on another adventure.
Come with us, friends. Join us. Come with us.
Bring your diapers.
Yes.
Watch
You're
the
gonna need 'em.
socials. Watch the socials, and
Yes.
I'll keep you guys current on those one shots. So
yes.
Thanks for joining us tonight, chat.
Like,
You
sub,
were very
share, comment.
spicy.
Good night, friends.
Love you guys.
Bye.